Good morning, world.
Good morning.
All right, Cedric. I got something for you. You ready?
I'm ready. I stay ready. I was
from,
born ready.
This is from Megs D79. Megs says, Glass House by Adam Calhoun and Mesus featuring Struggle Jennings and Caitlynne Curtis. This song is a banger. Then she said, I'm not sure if you guys have checked out Mirrors, which we did. You can go back and watch that one. But then she goes on, I'm assuming Megs. She said, Adam Calhoun and Mesus are dropping an album together called Pale Horse on Friday, September 30th. So she's already dropped it. When she did this, it was the day after. But that's already out, so go check that out. But we are going to check out Glass House.
Wow, it's an all-star lineup. And my microphone fell. All right, you guys, stay tuned. I'm Cedric.
And I'm Brian, and this is Cedric and Brian. Hey guys, I ask for this all the time. You can ignore this part, but if you would like to send a tip and a request, you can do it right here on Venmo or Cash App. And you go right to the top of the list of requests. And this one came in from Megs. And I really like Caitlynne Curtis. Caitlynne Curtis, right? Hope I got that right.
Yes.
I get her mixed up with the basketball player. Caitlynne right. Curtis. I believe she's right out here in Tennessee. I'm not sure which city, but I'm pretty sure she's out here in the Nashville area, the Middle Tennessee area. I really like her voice. But yeah, this should be good.
All right, let's do it.
All right, Glass House.
Paint pictures, I create literature. I recite the shit I write and turn it into scripture. You ain't cut from my cloth, your clothes don't fit. Your grown men turn soft like big bro's little sister. What's wealth to a million? A city to a village, a boss to a minion. Only talk what I'm living. Been on top so long, but I still ain't hit my ceiling. What's hell to a prison? I've been real from the beginning. I've been known to throw stones, but have caution. I don't look down when I'm walking past coffins.
I tried to stop that on the beat because I know you guys get mad. I like how he says that. I throw stones, but with caution. Because people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. Hence the song title.
Yes.
Known to throw stones, but have caution. I don't look down when I'm walking past coffins. When you pass, you see pale faces, black blouses. The devil's office is Auschwitz with black couches. I'm nauseous, and I don't get nervous. You the first one to jump if there's any turbulence. It's a cold world, so throw him in the furnace. Put his teeth where the curve is. We all know what the verdict. Rest in peace where the dirt is.
Ooh, you want to explain that one, Cedric?
Put his teeth where the curb is? That sounds like one of my favorite movies, American History X.
It's called curb stomping, man. It's nasty.
Yeah, but I've seen that one of the favorite movies where this guy's trying to steal a vehicle, and the guy catches him, and he puts his teeth on the curb, and you don't see it, but that's the beauty of that movie because you don't have to see it to imagine what has happened when he takes his foot and just.
That was one of the most disturbing scenes I've ever seen in a movie, and like you said, they didn't even have to show it; you just knew it was coming.
Yeah.
Just put his teeth where the curb is. We all know what the verdict. Rest in peace where the dirt is.
In a glass house, watching the storms go by. You should never throw stones inside. We all got bones to hide. Oh, sitting in a glass house, watching the storms go by. You should never throw stones inside. We all got bones to hide. We all got bones to hide.
Skeletons in the closet, Cedric. Skeletons in the closet.
We all got bones to hide. We all got bones to hide.
Praying for my enemies who praying on me. Waiting for an answer from Jesus, but all I hear is demons screaming while I'm screaming. Dear Lord, tell me what's the reason. Watching old men get richer while the young bloods are bleeding. Listen, first rule in warfare ain't shit about warfare. So keep your circle smaller squares and knock you off of your square. We all hit the bottom, watch you celebrate when you're there. And watch you hop aboard when you take enough, so I'ma need that bag. Apologize for my leave of absence, my bad. I got distracted by devils on the internet with evil habits. I missed the path.
Sorry, I'm going to stop that just for a second because I'll forget because I'm old. We asked where Adam and Mesus were from, and they corrected us, and I thought they were from the South, but they're from Chicago. And he just did the fly thing and mentioned O'Hare. So for those of you who know, that's the airport. So he answered my question right there.
I loved and it takes a lot, especially as Caitlynne Kurz was singing there. She said, be careful about throwing stones when you live in a glass house, because that's similar to living in a community and burning down your community when things go wrong. That's just dumb.
We all live in glass
houses.
houses.
Stones, you're going to hit glass coming out. And when you do that, every single one of us has some skeletons, or like Brian said, some bones in the closet that gets exposed. So be careful about throwing that stuff, because when it breaks, people get to see inside. Yep. And I love when Mesus said, taking the higher road and praying for those who pray on him. I like that. That was impactful.
Yep.
I let your ball rap long enough, so I'ma need that bag. Apologize for my leave of absence, my bad. I got distracted by devils on the internet with evil habits. I missed the past, wonder where the strong man went. I give them facts, I get back straw man. Damn. So he who has no sin soul, gonna throw the first stone. Put that on the dash between the dates on my headstone.
In a glass house, watching the storms go by. You should never throw stones inside. We all got bones to hide. Oh.
So I just wanted to mention this again. Yes, we stopped. This is a reaction channel. When he talked about the straw man, because I bring this up all the time, and we hear it now in the political atmosphere. And maybe because I'm biased, I don't hear it as much on the right. It may be just as much there. But on the left, every time they ask a question, they create a straw man, and then they debate that straw man, and it just drives me crazy. And you see that with Kamala over and over again. And yes, I'm getting political, but they'll ask her a question, and they'll mention the 2025, is that the thing?
Yes,
the boogeyman. And Trump said, "I have nothing to do with that," but that's their straw man. Boom. So now Trump is that, or they create this entity to debate with that has nothing to do with the actual person. And the fact that he brought it up is great.
Or that he said there's fine people on both sides.
Yeah.
He wasn't talking about the racist people.
Yeah.
Or that he said there's going to be a bloodbath if he isn't elected. He was talking about the auto industry.
Yeah.
But when you leave things out of context, the straw man is created.
Yep.
We all got bones to hide. Oh, sitting in a glass house, watching the storms go by. You should never throw stones inside. We all got bones to hide. We all got bones
struggle.
to hide.
Don't make it right. I won't judge the judgmental. Are you confident that what you did in confidence is confidential? Difference of our calibers will set the differential. Only fear is my own mental. My temper is temperamental. My past can be erased. It wasn't written with a pencil. My penmanship is written testimonies of redemption. I ask for forgiveness, so I know that I'm forgiven. I won't cast the first stone on the next man, cause he didn't. How you pay your bills really ain't none of my business. Unless you hurting others, then let God be my witness. My violence ain't malicious. I really have good intentions. I'll die on this battlefield before I ride the
Sitting
fences.
in a glass house.
You just gotta love his voice, man. He eats rocks for breakfast.
It just makes me feel more masculine when listening to his voice. I love what he said in he doesn't care what a man does. I kind of alluded to this in our last video, although it wasn't a music reaction. And I said, I respect any man or woman who's getting up every morning and is in their grind. And I just want to add, as long as it doesn't violate God's laws or man's rights, and you're out there and you're hustling, you're grinding, so be it. Have at it.
I'll die on this battlefield before I ride the
Sitting
fences.
in a glass house, watching the storms go by. You should never throw stones inside. We all got bones to hide. Oh, sitting in a glass house, watching the storms go by. You should never throw stones inside. We all got bones to hide. We all got bones to hide.
Good stuff. Caitlynne and Struggle do. I listen to one of her channels on Amazon Music, and And she does a lot of stuff with struggle. So if you want to go hear her voice, which she's got a great voice, just type in Caitlynne Curtis on Amazon Music, and you'll hear a lot of her and struggle also.
Yes.
Little plug for them.
Yeah. I really like Caitlyn's part because when she was singing her part about don't throw stones when you live in a glass house, for those of you who saw that, she was actually inside a church and she was sitting in the pew and all the stained glass windows. Mm-hmm. And as a Christian, it's easy to stow thrones at people.
Stow thrones?
Throw stones at people.
You've been drinking already? I'm the one with the Whiskey Help shirt, man.
I know. What time is it here? It's 11 o'clock. Yeah, a little bit. But got to be careful about throwing stones because it can come back on you.
That's easy for you to say.
Yeah, you talk about that biblical parable of Jesus with the woman at the well. And she was on her knees and she was broken. And Jesus looked at the people and said, let he who is without sin throw the first stone. And then all the people start to disperse. But one thing I bring up, and this is going to be my biblical worldview point right here, is that she had been caught in sin, caught in wrongdoing, and Jesus looked at her and said, go, but just sin no more. So I think sometimes we get confused. It's like, well, I'm just going to keep doing what I keep doing, and so what, because people can't throw stones at me. If you want to take it from a biblical standpoint, it says, well, yeah, Jesus says, I forgive you. You can come to me for forgiveness. But after I forgive you, stop doing what you're doing.
Yeah, I think that's where, because I'm not a Christian, Cedric's a Christian, but I know that's the criticism people have about Christians, and it's like they can do anything, they can murder, they can do all that as long as they are saved, but then they leave out that important part that Cedric just said. He said, go sin no more. So it's not a free pass.
Right. So
Did
Brian, don't sin anymore.
Did I get that right, Cedric?
Yes. So stop being a Rams fan. So go ahead and repent.
Wow.
You got to make a decision. Either you're a Rams fan or you're a Titans fan. You can't be both just because you live in Tennessee now. NFC, AFC. So then them playing together would be the dream, right? Like they did back in the day. And then the struggle would happen. Who do I pick? Pun intended. And that. But hey, I can have my AFC team and my NFC team. At least it's not my AFC team's not the Broncos like somebody's. And we're going to wrap it up here now. I never heard of this song, but that was a powerhouse of 4 people. We had Adam and Mesus and Struggle and Caitlynne. I don't know when it's going to come out. Brian doesn't know this. We're working on it. And Mesus, if you're watching this, you guys stay tuned. We'll announce it. We're going to do an interview really soon with Mesus. He reached out to Brian and I. He said, hey, I like you guys, like your stuff. We knit together. And because Brian and I respectively have a lot of things going on in our respective worlds, we haven't reached out to him yet. But as soon as we get through filming this, I'm going to text him back and say, hey, let's make this happen, brother.
All right.
I want to talk like Struggle. I'm going to start talking like that.
That's pretty good.
Was it?
And I'm going to start calling you Bertram.
That's my middle name.
That's more of a Bertram voice right there. So you do the voice, I'll call you Bertram.
Sure, you're right. Let me see if I can say this right again. Hold on. Don't throw stones through windows. Why was I struggling with that?
I don't know.
Anyway. All right, you guys. Thanks for watching that. Make sure you like, subscribe, ring that bell, and continue sharing our channel with everyone you know from California to Tennessee and everywhere in between. And be careful about throwing those stones. Until next time, I'm Cedric.
And I'm Brian. We'll see you later.